Oh, hello and welcome to What Are We Talking About with Jamie Jakes. I am him, and today I'm here to settle the dispute between Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel. This dispute goes back a couple of years, going back to Aaron Rodgers and his immunized status, him getting made fun of on Jimmy Kimmel, Aaron Rodgers taking receipts on getting made fun of on Jimmy Kimmel, culminating in a moment on the Pat McAfee show where Aaron Rodgers said that Jimmy Kimmel did not want the Epstein list to be released. Myself included, a lot of people on the planet assumed he was implicating that Jimmy Kimmel would be on the list, making him potentially a P word, which is, rather serious. Jimmy Kimmel firing back, as every good comedian does, with threatening a lawsuit. And then Aaron Rodgers having to stew over that, waiting to have his rebuttal on the Pat McAfee show. But before then, Jimmy Kimmel did like a 7-minute monologue, basically trying to roast Aaron Rodgers. Some of the jokes, some people were saying, are maybe a little bit light, especially when you have a lot of writers working day in and day out to write those jokes for you. Feels like he could have gone a little bit deeper in on Aaron Rodgers. Instead, he did what he did on his monologue. Aaron Rodgers then came back and said, first of all, Jimmy Kimmel, I have no evidence, nor would I claim that he is a P word, and nobody should be claiming that he is a P word. He also took that opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody. Feels like he probably should have apologized, made for some great headlines on TMZ and all of the other tabloid-like news stations that evening. And I am left to wonder how we are going to solve this situation. I heard one person say that maybe we should just have a monologue off. Each one of them get a 2-minute monologue, and whoever's monologue is better wins the discussion. I think we can all agree that none of us want to see either of them perform a monologue. So what I am proposing is that these two should have a Celebrity Jeopardy off, because it seems like Aaron Rodgers feels insulted by Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy Kimmel implied that he has low intelligence because he didn't graduate college. Of course, Aaron Rodgers clapped back by saying that the college that Jimmy Kimmel supposedly went to was not super hard to get into and not super hard to graduate from. Both fair statements. So I feel like the only way we can solve this is with the ultimate battle of wits between the two on Celebrity Jeopardy. Feels like a good way to get those two in the same room in a competitive setting where all the stakes are fair. The two main questions I have for you is, number one, who's going to win? The Cal dropout or the previous host to The Man Show in Celebrity Jeopardy? And who should we have on the third seat in the Jeopardy competition? My picks would be, if I had to say, I would love to see Dr. Joe Rogan play the first round of Jeopardy, and then tag team match Pat McAfee in for double Jeopardy, just to serve as a control. Seems like those two people would bring the IQ in the room down a little bit, where Aaron Rodgers and potentially Jimmy Kimmel might be able to shine in their Jeopardy matchup. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, which is our goal for this year. Thank you, and good night.